Hey guys, I'm Maddie and welcome back to my channel. This morning has been a great morning. I made myself a coffee, which you saw. It's just black coffee with some sugar-free syrup. Cheers. And I'm reading a new book, as you saw. I decided to start reading Little Stranger. Can you see that? By Lee Rivers. It is a dark taboo romance between two step-siblings. Larry Reeds has read this and loved it so much. Our main characters are Olivia and Malachi. I'm only, how far did I make it? On page 23, so chapter 4. 8% of the way through. And we so far have only gotten Olivia's POV and she just turned 18. They are raised together since Malachi was 8 and Olivia was 7. So I guess we've gone about 11 years of them living together, and they've like kissed a couple times. I don't know. I've never really read a taboo romance necessarily. Like, I don't think ever. So I'm intrigued. The reason why I picked this book is because I just finished Variation by Rebecca Yarros, and my last few books have been kind of like little fluffy romances, but I just want to feel something. I want to be connected. I want to be invested. I want there to be some like tension and some stakes, and I just am in the mood for something a little darker. Something to, I feel like those really encapsulate me and give me a wow factor. Don't get me wrong, there are definitely times and places for my fluffy little romances. And I'm not really in the mood for a fantasy right now because that's my favorite genre. And when I read a fantasy, I really get immersed into the book. And I typically have to finish it within a couple of days. I have no self-control when it comes to fantasy because I just love the world so much, and it's literally an escape from reality for me. And in my real life, I have a lot going on. Like exams, those are coming up here shortly. So I don't really have the time or the mental capacity for world building, for to be deeply invested in a book where I can't do much else. It's 8:15 right now. My friend and I are gonna take the doggies for a walk. I hesitated saying that word because Sully is right there and he knows what that word means, don't you? So yeah, we're gonna go at about 8:30, and then I just have a bunch of schoolwork. I don't actually have class today, but I have some assignments I need to work on, some tests I need to study for. Just want to get my notes in order because, like I said, I have exams coming up in 2 freaking weeks. Oh, that's crazy to say. Also a little bit scary because a lot of my exams are worth 40%. Yeah, 40. Almost half of my grade is on one exam, so that is fun. For my classes, you need a 65 to pass, which I'm not concerned about any of them. I think I should be okay for all of my classes, I hope. But I don't want to put that out there. I just want to do my best regardless because I'm trying to get into another program. So I need good grades to get into that program. I had a chemistry test yesterday, so Thursday. I don't know how it went. I know for sure there's like 3 or 4 questions I got wrong that I know 100% were incorrect. And the others, a shot in the dark. I really don't know. So we shall see. I haven't got that mark back yet. Hopefully today we'll get it back. That would be nice. That would be ideal. But I need to get dressed and then I need to head out to go meet my friend. It's supposed to freezing rain today. It's supposed to rain. I don't know. Whatever. We're just having a little cozy day at home. We're not going anywhere except probably the gym at some point.
Are you still a baby pig? I found a baby pig.
I would never impose. I mean, it would be a problem. I could do it. It's just that it's really brand. Sure, yeah. Potential about it, then yes, I do have a second defensive, but when you use wheels,
It says bring back the staff. Okay, I need 3 of you to help me unload a truck. Don, Marcus, and...
I'm not super up on pop culture.
don't worry about it. You're being serious?
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to say action or something?
I'm back home from the walk. It was great. It's chilly out. It's like -3 here in Ontario right now. No snow though, so that was good. I didn't end up doing any fasted cardio on the treadmill. To be honest, time is just not on my side right now. So for breakfast, I have a piece of sourdough with butter and honey and a ham and pepper omelet with a little bit of ketchup. I'm gonna sit and enjoy this, watch some Superstore, drink my coffee, and I'll see you when I'm doing something else. I don't know what that next thing will be yet. So I have to leave for work in like 5 minutes, but I quickly wanted to talk about the topic of ego lifting because I did upper body at the gym and my one shoulder is a lot weaker and like just isn't the same. My right shoulder is a lot different than my left shoulder. My left one has a lot more stability, but my right one, when I do like lateral raises or like any movement really, it's very clicky, it's tight, it always is falling out of the socket. So I was doing lateral raises today at the gym and I had the 10 pound dumbbell and I noticed it was just not right today. Something was off. It was it hurt. Not necessarily hurt, but it was uncomfortable and it was clicking a lot more and I could just feel it moving a lot more. So old me would have kept pushing through and been like, well, I used 10 pounds last week, so this week I'm gonna do even more because, you know, progressive overloading. But I took a step back and I'm like, you know what? I'm only gonna do more damage to it and obviously something isn't right, so I need to focus on having proper form with no clicking, and if that means going down in weight, then so be it. So I dropped down to like 5 pounds but did more reps. So for my left arm, I still used the 10 pound dumbbells and I think I did like 10 or 12 reps, and then with my right arm I did like 18 reps just to try and strengthen this muscle. Is that like your trap, like right in here? My right shoulder sits a lot lower than my left, so I need to always be thinking about like pulling it back and up to strengthen up in here. And like if I flex like this, I can notice a big difference. So that's just a little ego lift. What ego lifting is just adding more weight, even if your form isn't good, even if you're not doing it properly, just going up in weight to make your ego feel better. So I needed to check myself today. I needed to take a step back, evaluate my form. And just because you're lifting heavy doesn't mean that you're actually doing it properly or that you should be lifting that much. Like just because you physically can doesn't mean you're getting the most out of that movement or being the most efficient in that movement. So like I could have kept going with my lateral raises at 10 pounds, but it actually would have been doing more harm than good. So needed to drop the weight and just go back to the basics because I want to strengthen that muscle, because if I keep going the way I am, it's only going to get worse. Like the muscle that is weak now will only continue to get weaker and weaker because the other muscles are going to like take over and mask the real problem, if that makes sense. But yeah, other than that, it was a great workout. I gave it my all. I fear I will be very sore tomorrow. But anyways, I need to head out and go do chores. I'm gonna be so for real right now. I do not know the last time I talked to the vlog. And Sadie's being very whiny right now because she's hungry, but I just fed her and she wants outside. I am like 75% sure that I've already introed this vlog, but if not, hi, welcome to the vlog. I'm Maddie. I just got home from the gym. I did a pull day. It was a really good day. I PR'd on everything, I think. Let me check. I have been more diligent about tracking my workouts and reps, weights, sets, all of the good stuff. And I'm following a plan now. It's a self-made plan, but I'm going to be doing probably the same exercises until the end of April. just to see my progress and to actually track it, because doing the same things are gonna allow muscle growth and doing like progressive overload. So each week I either try to do an extra set, another rep, or add weights if I've like done 4 sets of 12 or 3 sets of 12, try to up my weight. So today I did seated cable face pulls. I did 1 set of 6 at 90 pounds and then 2 sets of 8 at 80. A wide grip lat pull. I did 4 sets of 12 at 60 pounds. I think next week I might be able to go up in weight, but I really struggle with my form with lat pulls. I feel it a lot in my biceps, but today was a lot more in my lats. I could really feel a good squeeze at the bottom. So I don't want to move up in weights just yet, where I want to get comfortable with the form and do it multiple times with proper form, so I'm not ingraining a bad habit. Anyways, and then I did some single arm kneeling rows, 3 sets of 8 at 60, which last time I did them was 40 pounds. So I'm very impressed with myself. And then I did some hammer curls. My right arm was really struggling with those hammer curls, and it really struggles with lat raises too. So I'm working on better form and strengthening those muscles around my shoulder, because it's very annoying when it pops out all of the time. My left shoulder is fine. It's just my right one that I have issues with. So anyways, I did hammer curls, 3 sets of 10 on each arm, so like 20 at 15 pounds, which was good. But yeah, my right arm, she was really weak, but that's a good thing, because now I know I'm strengthening the proper muscles, whereas before I would just let my shoulder curl in and then like just do it to get them done, not necessarily focusing on proper form. But I'm making that more of a priority. Anyways, all of that to say, I had a great workout, and now it's time to eat, because I am freaking hungry, but thankfully I'm meal prepped, so I get to eat right away, and I'm so excited. One thing about me, I'm a big shrimp gal. I love shrimp. So what I have is some shrimp, obviously, broccoli, and then rice noodles with a peanut soy sauce I made. A peanut sauce, peanut butter and soy sauce, and then some garlic, honey, and water. I'm gonna add a little bit more water to this so it's not dry after I microwave it. I'm so excited to eat this. I also top it with just a little bit of sriracha, not a whole lot, because I do love spice, but not a lot of spice. So this is good enough for me. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this, and then I'll probably catch up with you a little bit later. I'm watching Superstore. That is my comfort show right now, because it's so easy to watch. It's not very stressful, and they're 20-minute episodes, so I fly through them. But I'm very excited to eat. See, meal prep doesn't have to be gross. It doesn't just have to be like chicken and rice and broccoli. This is really hot, but you can make it work for you. It doesn't have to be boring. Okay, lunch is done, and I need to leave for chores in literally an hour. So I think I need to make dinner, actually. I don't think I know. I just saw a can of tuna on the counter and reminded me I need to meal prep dinner for tonight. I really don't want to. I just want to sit on the couch and do nothing, but I have goals and I have shit I need to do. So literally dinner, it's not even like I really have to meal prep. I need to open this can of tuna. I have rice made in the fridge. I'm gonna mix it, gonna add some tomatoes, cucumbers. Not sure what kind of dressing I want to put on it yet. If I want to do like a spicy tuna bowl with like Greek yogurt, some sriracha, and maybe some like seasonings. But one thing I prepped for after work tonight is this baked gingerbread banana loaf type thing. This one girl I follow on YouTube, she makes this, but like a chocolate version of it. Said she makes it like nightly. So I kind of followed the base recipe of hers, which was like 30 grams of oats, about half a banana, a scoop of protein powder. I added some egg whites, some vanilla, a little bit of salt, and then a little bit of baking soda, I'm pretty sure. And then, yeah, the protein powder I used is my CBum Raw Nutrition gingerbread. It smells divine. I'm not gonna eat it right now. I'm going to wait. I think I just dropped some on the floor. I also put some chocolate chips in, but they literally all sank to the bottom. So that's fun. And I think it's now stuck. And I think what I'm gonna do is top mine with some Greek yogurt and maybe... That's so sad. Okay, so I'm not gonna put chocolate chips in next time. But I'm gonna top mine with some Greek yogurt and maple syrup, some sugar-free syrup, I think. Oh, I also did put a smidgen of brown sugar in it because just for a little bit of sweetness. I'm just eating the little crusty bits out of the bottom because I'm gonna eat it eventually, so. I don't know if it's the Raw Nutrition protein powder or this flavor, but it does taste a little funky baked. I tried to make like an egg white pancake with it and it just didn't turn out quite right. Oh yeah, so I baked this at 350 for like probably a good 20 minutes. Hey, happy Monday. We are making breakfast. We're getting right into it. This is my current hyperfixation breakfast. It is my favorite. So much protein. Got my veggies, got some carbs in too. We are going to be making a veggie omelet. Use one whole egg, 550 grams of egg whites. And then in there, I add some carrots and celery and also an onion. Honestly, this just started from me trying to clean out some of the vegetables in my fridge because my celery was going bad, my carrots were a little questionable, and then onion just makes everything better. So I cook that up, and then also on the side, I have two turkey sausages. They're from Costco, and then also, this is a fat piece of bread. This is the butt. The butt is my favorite. I'm gonna cut this in half. This is sourdough, and then I top this with some honey and butter. Let's just get right into it. I chop up my veggies very fine, and I cook them in this cutie little pan. She's a little bit dirty because I did use it last night, but mind your business, because I'm just gonna use this again because I used it, so I know it was in there, and it was literally just egg whites. So while I cook, let's just chat. How have you been? How have things... There's a hair on my cutting board. How have things been? For me, I start exams today. I actually have an exam tonight at, well, like this afternoon at 3. So I need to do a little bit more studying today. Sometimes my celery looks a little but you know, it all gets cooked down anyway, so it's fine. So I need to do a little bit of studying today. It's on lab techniques. So that's like microscopes, glassware, like different types of pipettes, different types of beakers and flasks, safety in the lab, the legislation that regulates us as medical lab assistants, allied professionals, so like respiratory therapists, physiotherapists, that kind of stuff. It's worth 40% of my grade, so that's exciting. I don't think I'm gonna go to the gym today. We'll see. I'm supposed to have class at 6, but for some reason I think it's canceled. And we're supposed to be doing some like independent review because it's for anatomy, but I also have anatomy at 8 a.m. on Wednesday. So I think today is, yeah, independent review for Wednesday's class. And then Wednesday, we actually do like a group review because I have, my actual exam week starts next Monday, and I have an exam every single day except for Friday, but you know, to make up for it, I have 2 on Wednesday. So that's fun. Yeah, 2 Wednesday? No, 2 Thursday. I have 2 on Thursday. I have chemistry and math on Thursday. I like a lot of onion in mine, so we're just gonna do about much. This is all eyeball. No 2 times are they the same. I mean, they're mostly the same. Just ratios are a little off. Oh, I also put spinach in there, but that's in the fridge. I cook all of my veggies down, and then once they're almost complete, I add my spinach so then it can just wilt. Okay, perfect, nice. Okay, so here are my veggies. I'm gonna put them in the pan with a little bit of butter. So I guess in terms of eating calories, that kind of stuff, there's a fruit fly buzzing around. I'm so sorry if you can see it. Yeah, in terms of what I'm eating, I am lightly tracking calories and macros, more so being mindful. I'm kind of sticking to a meal plan. I eat mostly the same thing day to day, or with like a few little tweaks here and there, depending what I have for groceries, what I need to use up, that kind of stuff. But I'm tracking the big things, and I know it's like the little things that add up, and that's what can throw people off. But for the most part, I'm tracking everything. I don't have like, I do have a set number of calories in mind that I aim for. I am on a cut right now. I'm trying to lose body fat. And so I'm trying to hit certain macros. I'm trying to get at least 1 gram of protein in per lean body mass. And then in regards to like carbs and fats, it's kind of like a little like, don't really know what's going on or what's happening, but I feel like that has been pretty good for me. I did binge the other day. To be fair, it was my birthday, so I had kind of thought about not going off the rails, but being more relaxed and enjoying my birthday. And then I kind of took that a little bit too far and felt like absolute dog shit. And then the next day I woke up and I felt so puffy and I felt gross, and it was not a good feeling at all. Dustin and I also went to see Riley Green in London on Saturday night. That concert was great. And again, I started off with a pretty balanced breakfast, and then it kind of went downhill after that. Just a lot of like stopping. Like Dustin and I's relationship is very like, not food based, but we love to go out and eat together. That's just a thing we do, and I think that's pretty common for most couples. But you know, we stopped and got a Dave single, stopped and got a Frosty, and then we went out to the Works for dinner, and then on the way home we stopped for a milkshake and got some fries, and it was just a lot of food and a lot of new different food, and my stomach did hurt the next day, and I'm not gonna lie, it was not fun. Like I had the rumbly tumblies, I had the bubbly guts, and it was awful. And that's just kind of a reminder to me that I eat this way because I want to feel good, and I think it's important to have those little slip-ups, but I didn't really change much the day after. Like I went to the gym and I did core and cardio, which I would typically do. I didn't push myself, I didn't punish myself, and in the moment I was aware I was eating how I didn't necessarily want to be, but with that in mind, I did enjoy in the moment what I was doing. I wasn't like self-sabotaging while I was eating. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna enjoy it and get every little bit of joy out of this meal, out of this food right now. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it because I'm eating it. There's no point in punishing myself for something I'm doing when it's already been done. Does that make sense? You picking up what I'm putting down? And then yeah, the next day I didn't eat less. I didn't do more cardio. I ate how I typically would, and I worked out how I typically would. I just went about my normal life, my average day. I didn't change anything. I was just not starting over, but just getting back into those same habits, those same routine. And I thrived off of it. I did so good. I was so proud of myself. And yeah, so the off the tracks, I don't even want to say that because it was like, I'm human, I'm not a machine, I'm not going to be perfect every single day. But my one little looser day, I guess we could call it, was on a Saturday. And to be quite fair, old me would have been like, okay, well, I binged the Saturday and then Sunday is like a rest day. So I might as well just say fuck it and just binge this day too, with that all or nothing mindset. I came up with a really good analogy for this. So backstory, in my town, we recently got speed cameras in school zones, and I'm fairly confident I got a ticket the one day. Not sure yet, it hasn't come in the mail just yet. But then I was like, part of me was like, oh, fuck it. Like, I got one ticket already. Might as well just speed through here all the time now. Like, I've already got one down. So what's another day and another and another and another. But that's the negative all or nothing mindset speaking. Like, just because I got one speeding ticket doesn't mean I need to keep getting more. And that's the same way with my eating. Just because I had one struggle day, one off day, it doesn't mean that it has to carry on to the rest of the weekend. And that's how I would have seen it. I would have been like, okay, I'll just start over on Monday. Like Sunday, I will give myself one more day just to go ham and eat whatever I want and to not worry about it and to self-sabotage. But I got myself back. I did some journaling, which I haven't really done a whole lot of recently, and that was really fun. Not really fun. That's not the right word, but it was very relaxing and allowed me to kind of wind down and just pinpoint what was actually going on. I didn't pinpoint what was actually going on, but I talked it through with myself and that was helpful. This is honestly my favorite meal of the entire day. Can you see that? Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this. Honestly, I'm watching Superstore right now, so I'm gonna watch my show, eat my food, and then I'll catch up with you after. I saved my toast for last because it's my favorite part. So, you know, you save the best for last. A little study break. We are now upstairs and I'm going to try to reorganize some of my books because my birthday was recently. It was on April 2nd, and I got quite a few books for my birthday. And even besides that, I'm just running out of room with the current setup, and I wanted to kind of rejig some stuff, move some things around. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it, but I thought I would show you the bookish things I got for my birthday in case you're looking for any ideas. Some of these I did buy for myself, I'm gonna be quite honest. Let's start with what Dustin got me. He bought me some book stickers, or not book stickers, bookish stickers for my Kindle. I will link it down below because I did send him the link and he just bought what I sent him. But for example, the pack I got came with a little Taryn and Andarna sticker. How cute! This is more of like a romance book, I would say, or romance themed type of thing. Like here's another one. No plot, just vibes. This one's so cute too. Can you see? So yeah, this, I don't even know how many stickers. There might be like 100 stickers. Here's like the fat stack. And then to go along with that, he got me a clear Kindle case and then a pop socket as well, because every Kindle girly needs one. And then there's my stickers on the back. Wear the hat, ride the cowboy. My TBR is full of trigger warnings. The one bed in, addicted to spicy books. STFU, da 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 da. Shut the fuck up and take this dick like a good girl. If it's not spicy, I don't want it. I'm a sucker for books. And then little Jesus up there. What are you reading? Love it. And then my pop socket is purple with some flowers. So that's from Dustin. What a sweet man's. Okay, and then from my friend, she got me Something Wilder by Christina Lauren. I have only read one of Christina Lauren's books. Christina Lauren is a pen name for two authors. Which was it? Oh, Love in Other Words. And I didn't love that book. It wasn't one of my favorites. Hopefully this one will be good though. And then I got two books from my mother. Oh, and I forgot about this. Okay, so the first one I got from my mom is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I don't really know what it's about. I think it's about like a cutesy little romance. It's YA. So I think it's like just a wholesome little relationship. And then on the complete other side is the third book in the Addicted series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. The book title is Addicted for Now. I do have the first two books, Addicted to You and Ricochet. I haven't read them yet. I plan on it. I am really excited to. It's about a sex addict and an alcoholic. Crazy, but I'm so excited to read the series. I really want to get into it. I just haven't had the mental capacity for it yet. And then from my mom, I also got this bookmark. It says, I like my books spicy and my coffee icy. And it has a little tassel. Cute. Love that. Okay, and now for the books I bought myself, because I went to Value Village and found some great ones. I'm so excited. Okay, the first is by Frederick Bachman, and that is Beartown. I feel like everybody had ranted and raved about this book. I'm very excited to read it. I've just heard good things about it, and like it's about a small town hockey team, I think, that overcomes odds, and being from a small town in Canada, hockey is a very big deal, and I feel like it'll be very relatable. Next is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Taylor Jenkins Reid, I haven't read a ton of her books, but Daisy Jones and the Six is my favorite book of all time, and I'm very excited to get into this one. I think it's about, oh, and I also love the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and this is set in 1983 in Malibu. I think they're like a very prestigious, wealthy family. And then is there like a murder or something? Honestly, don't know. Don't want to say too much about it because I'm probably wrong and don't want to lead you astray. Next one I bought purely because of the sprayed edges. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, but it is Slapshot Surprise, and it is the pregnancy trope. She gets knocked up at a wedding, and he is a hockey player. But I just thought the sprayed edges were cute. Next one. This book is in kind of rough shape, not even going to lie to you. It's a little grimy and a broken edge, but People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I probably am the only person in the world, in the bookish community, who hasn't read this yet. I'm excited. I don't know much about it. I think they have like a little meet cute maybe. And the last one, which might be the most controversial, and that is Verity by Miss Colleen Hoover. I think this is like a darker romance. Check your trigger warnings, I'm sure. Yeah, I, again, don't know what... Oh, it's like a thriller, I guess? I have no idea what this is about at all, but knowing Colleen Hoover, I am probably in for a ride. Good or bad, to be determined. Anyways, those are all of my gifts, all my bookish stuff. I'm very thankful for this all. I bought myself majority of it. I'm thankful I look after myself. I'm thankful to my family, and my friends, my frienda, my singular friend who got me. Oh man, okay, now time to reorganize this. I think I'm going a little delusional. Just a bit. But I'm going to give myself 20 minutes to reorganize. I'm going to put on Superstore. I just feel like I work better when something's going on in the background. Okay, so my dilemma. I have 3 shelves. 1, 2, 3. I think I want to move the shelf over there and then put my whiteboard and calendar here. I think I want to do that. But I think I might reorganize the individual shelves first and then move things afterwards. Or should I move the shelf first? No, I don't know. Okay, I'll chat with you after. Okay, so I finished my bookshelves. We're gonna ignore that corner because it is a clusterfuck. But anyways, got my desk, and then over here is my calendar and my whiteboard. That's a budget I'm working on. And then we have all of my bookshelves. Very, very quick overview. Those 2 shelves are romance. That's dark romance. Textbooks, old journals, and just random things. That's fantasy right there. This is my Empyrean series shelf. Then we have some like YA dystopian. Those are just like regular fiction. Some young adult fiction. Oh, sorry. That's like not even young adult. That's just young fiction. Up there is mostly like thrillers and mysteries. Then my Miss Sarah J. Maas shelf. Down there is more like dystopian YA type of books. And then down here is all of my self-help books. I am very happy with how this turned out. It did take me a little bit longer than I wanted. It's about 10 after 11, so I think I'm gonna head back downstairs and keep studying for a bit. I need to leave here at the latest at 2, so that's still quite a while from now, but yeah. I'm very happy. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud I got that all done. And I'm very happy with how it looks.